Hi guys, welcome back out to the channel. Glad to see ya. Hey, one of the chief complaints I hear in clinic is I can't do what I used to do. Aging. Either you manage it or like a car, you break down. The thing is, your body can be your prison or your liberation, and I woke up one day, looked in the mirror and wondered, wow, where'd all that goodness come from? It was at that moment it really hit me that I couldn't do the things I wanted to do. My body just wasn't in the place where it gave me the freedom to move and the liberation to live the life I wanted to live. And here's the thing. Life events happen with aging, and those events sidetrack us. Raising kids, changing jobs, moving, losing a loved one, caregiving. There are a whole lot of things in life that sidetrack us. And it's surprising how easy it is to lead a pretty sedentary life. And then suddenly life catches up with you and you start to experience health issues. And you find yourself stuck researching what you can do to get back on the path to better health. And it's a path that has become more complicated when we get older because more things are damaged or broken. When you're younger and you wanted to get in shape, it was really one thing, like cutting out sodas or dieting for a week. Today, aging changes that story. It's usually more than one thing and sometimes much more. So if you want to get an outline of the different areas you can look at when trying to rebuild your health, check out the episode, The 5 Causes of Disease in Chinese Medicine, to get a blueprint of the different areas you can focus on. Because my health had taken such a downturn, I had focused on all the areas in the 5 Causes of Disease in Chinese Medicine. The different episodes on my YouTube channel address different aspects of each of the areas. You can go through all the different episodes and learn different things to help you get healthier. For me, I was finally in a place where I could start focusing on exercising, and there is no one right way to address your health. Any one of the 5 causes of disease can be a starting point, and any change means you're getting healthier. As you age, health and wellness becomes a mindset, and age forces you to change your perspective. At the beginning of this episode, I said you need to do something to get back in shape. I'm going to suggest that you change that term to you're going to get healthier. And it's a simple change in terminology, but you can even feel the freedom and flexibility with saying get healthier. When you say get back in shape, you actually see a goal in your mind. And surprise, it's a goal from when you were 30 years younger, because that's how we talked. In our 20s, we said, we had to get back in shape. And that meant we had to lose like 5 pounds or run a 10K. It's hard to use that term and not pull in your past, whatever that was. But if you say get healthier, that means you are starting from where you are right now. And anything you do that is better than right now is a win. It's easier to stick with something when each improvement is a win. So next time you want to look at your health and you want to change it, remember, you want to get healthier. Yet finally, I was in a place where I could finally look at exercise. And okay, so now I can start exercising. I needed to find something that was low impact, especially on my joints. Whatever I was going to do, it couldn't aggravate anything that was going on with my health. And it had to be something that I could do daily without feeling like, I had another chore to do. Hey, did you know that the research shows that exercise may be most beneficial to us, older adults, because Exercise does a couple things. It helps slow down those things that show up more frequently as we age. And those are going to be things like diabetes, weight gain, heart disease, high blood pressure, and other things. Exercise may even help prevent these things from happening. Okay, so is there something else exercise can do? And yeah, did you know it could slow the onset of Alzheimer's? The research shows that Alzheimer's starts changing your brain as early as in your 20s. If you can believe that, it just takes that long for those changes to develop into those severe cascading symptoms we're familiar with. Because exercise increases the blood flow to the brain, the research suggests exercise can slow down the progression of Alzheimer's. Okay, and since we're talking about dementia, the other thing exercise does is it helps recreate the neurons in the hippocampus. So this is pretty interesting. And you're probably wondering, who cares about the hippocampus? Well, you do, because you know what? When you're forgetting words or you're having a hard time remembering recent events like what you had for breakfast? That's the hippocampus. And the hippocampus is responsible for short-term memory. The hippocampus also has what they call a germ layer that can create new neurons to replace those that you've lost. And do you know what starts the growth of these new neurons? Well, exercise. So if you want to keep your memory sharp, exercise is it. But you know what? There's some risk to starting your exercise routine. And to get a more in-depth look at exercising and aging, check out my episode, Consciously Helping Your Heart Stay Healthy. As you get older, it's not like you can do just any exercise. Some of the activities are just going to be too intense for your current level of fitness and health. And think about your joints. 30 years ago, you had so much joint fluid, you could jump off trucks, bound over fences, and jog for miles. Today, those joints are not that spongy. Now, when you jump off the back end of a pickup truck, it's more like you drop to your butt and push yourself gently off the tailgate. You don't bound over fences, preferring to find instead an open gate. And you've replaced jogging with walking. So here's the thing. Walking is one of the best ways of getting back into shape. And let me tell you why. It's not just your joints that change as you age. Your heart may not be as healthy as it once was. And you know what? If you have high blood pressure, your blood vessels are not going to have the flexibility they had when you were younger. You might have a lot more weight. Your energy might be crap. Everything is different. These health changes mean you need to find exercises that you can do daily to get healthier and stronger without increasing your risk for an adverse event. You saw in the episode, Consciously Helping Your Heart Stay Healthy, intense exercise or trying to do the same type of exercise you did when you were 30 years younger can cause more damage to your health and well-being. And we now know that it is the quickest way to a heart attack or stroke because you are pushing yourself past your current capabilities. In Chinese medicine, these health changes come down to what they call a loss of vitality. So to learn more about what vitality means in Chinese medicine, check out my blog, What is Vitality and Why Normal Signs of Aging Are Not Normal. It's going to give you a different perspective on what is happening as you age. It also helps you come to grips with why there is no such thing as a normal sign of aging. And if there's no such thing as a normal sign of aging, then everything can be better. Hey, guess what you can find in the video description below? You got it. All the links to the blogs and the episodes referenced in this episode. So one of the best exercises is walking. And the thing with walking is it doesn't need any special training or special equipment to do it. You can walk anywhere. And guess what? It's easy to increase the level of difficulty as your endurance improves. I started out on a track, literally a track for running at a local high school. The thing about the track is it was level, so I didn't have to worry about tripping and falling or trying to go up and down hills. The distance was easy to measure, so I could pace myself, and I could walk daily and not worry about the exercise causing more pain in my joints. So you also got to make it so it doesn't feel like a chore. My physical stamina was zero when I started. So I did the track for a long time, maybe about a year, and it's important to keep your routine interesting because if it's not, you're going to probably quit. So you got to make it so it doesn't feel like a chore and that it's interesting. For me, tracks are not the most fun. So I had to find ways to mix up my exercise. And one way is to use my surroundings as part of my gym. You can increase your level of difficulty by adding in stairs. And guess what? You get to choose the stairs you want to add. And you can change your pace. You can add in a 30-second jog. You can bring a jump rope. There are a whole lot of things you can do to mix it up if you're like me and need variety. You know, you can do things to make your walks even more enjoyable or rewarding. And when I was ready, I started doing hikes in nature. In the Pacific Northwest, we have hills on any outdoor hike you try to do. There's no such thing as level ground in the Pacific Northwest. So the first hike I did, I don't think I even did more than 3/4 of a mile, but there were 2 long hills on this hike. And the first time I hiked those hills, I was seriously out of breath when I made it to the top, and I even had to pause once. But I can tell you, I got a lot better. And after I was able to hike in nature for a couple of miles, I started changing it up even more. I started walking rescue dogs, and that just added some more enjoyment to the walk. And I remember the first time I did the hike with Abby, a rescue dog, I was pretty worried. I hadn't hiked that area before, and I found out that I was at the top of a fairly large and long hill. Okay, I really wanted to find the bottom of the hill and see what was down there, but I was worried that I wouldn't be able to hike back up. And it was probably 2 to 3 miles to the bottom and back. Walking with Abby kept me distracted, and I was thrilled to realize I could make the hike. The thing about walking is it is easy to make walking a lifestyle choice. It doesn't require any fancy shoes, fancy equipment. You don't need special training or a coach to learn how to walk. It's low impact on your body and can be done on a daily basis. You can walk wherever you are, and you can easily turn your surroundings into a walking gym. Walking helps with your balance, improves your physical condition, and builds your energy. Okay, guys, that's the episode for this week. Until next time, I will catch you on the other side.